If I can save you money on home improvement and it can be done very quickly, I know you're interested because it adds value to your home. And that's exactly what they do at A-1 Concrete Leveling Louisville. Robert Rasnick, who is the president of the company, joins us now. Robert, what's great about what you do is before it was a process that was very expensive, it was very time consuming. Tell them what A-1 Concrete Leveling does and how it's not only simpler, but it's less expensive as well.
Okay, well, I appreciate you having me on. We specialize in a concrete repair technique known as concrete leveling, also sometimes called slab jacking, poly jacking, mud jacking, or also kind of either historical or new terms for it. But what we do is we can come into people's homes or places of business, and we can actually raise and lift sunken concrete back up into place, kind of restoring its safety, beauty to that home and property.
Yeah, I think this is interesting. So if you've been looking around your home, all of us have spent more time maybe than we would like at our home, but we're looking to improve it and add value to it. Maybe your porch has some issues. Maybe your garage floor has issues. So what kind of concrete slabs, Robert, can you help? Can you deal with?
Well, so we can really virtually do just about any slab around someone's home, as it's patios, sidewalks, driveways, including steps, front porches, pool decks, garage floors, even an interior slab inside someone's home can all be repaired with our methods. Just applying that technique across those different avenues, and in order to try to achieve the best results possible.
Yeah, we're looking at some of the before and after pictures, Robert, and the work is amazing. If you're someone who really likes perfection in your home, you want it to look beautiful, and as I said, adding value. You know, right now, it is a seller's market. If you're thinking about selling your home and you want to add some real value, this is an easy way to do just that. Safe and effective. Let's talk about that, Robert. A lot of the companies say, well, we're safe and effective, but you really are. Talk a little bit about that part of your business.
Well, and we're utilizing what's there, which is the greatest asset, is you've already have money invested in that piece of concrete that you have there in place, and so we're able to come in a really short period of time, typically just a matter of hours in most jobs, and have a completion to have everything done and get it all situated back, eliminating trip hazards or drainage issues as far as slope of slabs.
Robert, what size jobs do you do? Tell me the variation of jobs that you do and how big a job can you do?
Well, so we've done everything from single sidewalk panels for some of our residential customers, and we've also been involved with some Department of Transportation work on I-65 in southern Indiana as well. And so really scale isn't an issue for us. It's just a matter of how we go about the work that we're doing and trying to do it diligently.
Yeah, why is concrete leveling a good choice, Robert? You know, some people would say, well, I'm just going to replace it. What would you tell them?
Well, I think the biggest thing is they already have invested that money in their concrete. If it's in good condition, it's not deteriorated or breaking down, we can actually re-support it and lift it back up at a fraction of the cost of replacement, as well as obviously we talked about the time savings. And so it's just it's a tremendous savings and a convenience to people. And we're happy to do it and for the opportunities that we have.
Robert, what causes concrete to settle? Because we've all seen it happen, if not in our home, maybe at a neighbor's home, your mom, your dad, whatever the case may be. What's the cause of that?
A lot of times it's for specific causes. Typically it's water or drainage type problems. There's soil compaction issues, whether it's around construction, new construction in particular. Obviously modern homes are built tremendously quickly. And so it's difficult for builders to have everything dialed out before they have concrete slabs put in place. There's also dry soil conditions can cause shrinkage of the soils and result in that movement, or even just general animals, whether it's groundhogs, squirrels, chipmunks, things like that, digging in underneath there and creating a void or empty space underneath the slabs.
Robert, you're obviously very knowledgeable about the subject matter. If you don't mind, I'm always curious. Tell me a little bit about your background and how you got into the business.
Well, so I grew up around our business. My father and two of his friends and business partners started our company at a corporate level. I've been blessed with the opportunity to operate here in Louisville for the last 5 years and run our service office here. Um, my background in education is in engineering, and so I try to take those approaches into everything that I do to try to understand where things have come from and where we need to go to correct it. We always want to try to see what our customers' needs are and figure out how we can best serve them in that light.
You know, Robert, we all have a budget, and I think people always enjoy saving money. So what kind of reaction do you get from customers who come to you and maybe they've already had an estimate about replacing the concrete, and then they find out what A-1 Concrete Leveling Louisville can do for them and how much money they can save? What kind of reaction do you get?
It's incredible. People are often shocked at what we're able to do for them at times. Sometimes it's as much as 70% less than the cost of replacement, and so obviously they're going to be tremendously happy and grateful for the savings that they can either invest in their home in another way or do something else. Hopefully, take a trip once things start to become a little bit more normal again for us.
I like the sound of that. Okay, so now for folks who are watching and they're saying, okay, I like the sound. I've got some issues with my garage floor, my porch, whatever the case may be. If they'd like an estimate, what's the process like, Robert?
Yeah, and so it's pretty straightforward. If you call in or email or go on our website and submit a request for an estimate, we're able to either come out in person and do. We can do contactless estimate or contact-free estimating. We're also trying to include some virtual options for situations that would allow it, where we can use FaceTime or Zoom or other tools like that to try to keep people safe during this time, and to still accomplish the things that we need to do to be able to provide you the best quality work we can.
You see the number there on the screen. We encourage you to call them for an estimate today. Robert, I'm just curious, because of the pandemic and what we've all been through, are you finding that your business is really picking up because people are really focused on improving the value of their home? Do you find that to be true?
Yeah, I think the first few weeks through March and April, things were a little bit slower, definitely different. But in the last 2 to 3 weeks, things have tremendously picked up, and we're seeing a really significant increase in the requests for completion of work and estimates, and people seem to be really looking forward to things becoming normal here in the very near future.
Robert, I really appreciate the time because we always like informing our listeners, especially when we can save them money. Again, it's A-1 Concrete Leveling Louisville. You see the number on the screen. Give them a call. Commercial and residential, right, Robert?
Yes, sir.
All right, Robert Ransnick, we really appreciate your time.